Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the sports segment of the weekend show. My name is Odiri Akpan. I love to start with an inspirational quote every morning because when you do sports, you need a lot of inspiration to keep going. Even though you put down a lot of times, you get up, you work hard, and you hope to get a better result next time. So this quote is taken from Tim Nocta. He's a former high school basketball coach, and it says, "Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard." So don't bet all your cards on your talent. If you don't work hard, you don't get anything at all. So I'm sure this can inspire us to do better things this week, of course, in every sphere of our lives. So straight into the action from sports and football. Let's start from the goals of the week. I saw a lot of goals, but I watched this game, Villarreal, over the weekend, and I saw the goal from Rosales. It was really beautiful, but we'll start off with, of course, there were goals from Gonzalo Higuain also in the Chelsea game against Huddersfield Town. Let's take a look at the goals of the week from last week.
Espanyol carve out more and more chances in the second half. Wooley was on, the January signing, but it was Roberto Rosales who got the equaliser with 9 minutes left. What a goal it was. He scored a spectacular goal last weekend. Well, he's done the same this time.
Conte for Higuain. The Argentine is up and running, and Chelsea's quality shines through.
And with his back to goal, but look, he's pointing to where he wants it, Higuain. And as soon as
their European hopes. However, it took Lille just 8 minutes to take the lead. A great run from Jonathan Ikone down the left-hand side. The ball teed up by Malang Sarr inadvertently for Rafael Leao.
Beautiful goals right there, scored in the Premier League and other leagues across Europe last week. But it brings to one question in mind. Gonzalo Higuain was brought into Chelsea to do exactly what he did last weekend, that's score goals. And they have a big game coming up this weekend against away to Manchester City. Apart from the game, the question has to be, is this the solution to the goal scoring problems that Chelsea has had so far? So we have fixtures up for you. I have match of the weekend up for you. But I also have a guest in the studio with me, Joyce Akosu. She is a basketball referee in the nation's capital, Abuja. Joyce, welcome to the show this morning.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's talk about basketball when it comes to refereeing in the country. In the NBA, you see games every day. Basically every day. That reminds me, All Stars is on February 17th. But so let's talk about refereeing in the country. How good is it when we talk about welfare, remuneration, quality of basketball in the country?
Well, Nigeria is trying. We are doing our best. The quality of officiating is at least above average, I would say. But we need to put in more work to better the officiating aspects. And then remuneration, well, we are doing our best. The board is doing their best. I believe they can do better. I know they will do better to increase the remuneration for players and the stakeholders.
So the problem we're facing, is it the increase or the frequency? Frequency.
We don't have, after the league games, people go to sleep, you know. Then you see, only for the league game, we have referees officiating only for the league games. Then after the league games, people just go to relax. We find out that referees, most especially people that are outside Abuja, I would say in Abuja we are lucky because we have games coming up, secondary school games, the Chinese games. You have competition, the Sam Oguche competition that just finished in January. We have something to do, but other states, they don't really have what to do apart from the league games. So, and you know, we appreciate if we have a stretch of the games, so that we keep people on their toes. We learn better when we keep practicing. Yeah, we're in the game. We keep practicing from January to December all year round. You know, we appreciate it if MVF will give us competitions from the beginning of the year to the end. So we'll have more games to officiate, have more players, have more games to play, and then
referees have more games to officiate. Okay, so let's look at it from the angle of the youths in the country. You want to use sports as a tool to reduce crime rate. You want to use sports as a tool to keep people busy.
Exactly.
And then you need to always have games. And then, okay, also, How easy it is to becoming a referee? Because you're a lady and you're a referee in basketball. How easy is it?
Okay, first of all, you have to be determined. You have to know what you want. You have to have interest, you know. Before I became a referee, I was a player. But because I didn't have time to balance up, while in school, I couldn't balance up school and
basketball.
Sports. So I had to drop one, and I chose to drop basketball and concentrate on school. After school, I got a job. It wasn't easy for me to leave my employers, going to go and stay in the camp for months, weeks, preparing for the league game. So I decided to, okay, what do? I need to grow this game. I love this game. I decided to, okay, let me go into officiating. I saw a gap, and I said, there are not so many female referees out there. Let me feel this is what I can. This is what I love.
You have passion for it.
I have passion for it. So I decided to meet a senior friend of mine, Fana Yoni. He is the owner of Boko City Chiefs. He has a club, a team, a grassroots team, actually. So I met him. He introduced me to a FIBA friend of his, Opeyemi Ogunleye. He brought me into his coaching crew with together with James Babamuda. They have these city league games they run every year. It stretches from like 6 months. It will soon start. So I'll use that to learn.
So for those listening to you right now and they don't have any background in basketball, but they love to be a basketball referee, how do
you
they
don't
start?
have to be a player to be a referee. You know, you don't have to play the game to be a referee. You have to follow the game. You have to have interest in the game. We have the rules online and the interpretation. You have to download it, read it, meet somebody, meet a senior referee in the system. In every state, I believe, most of the states actually, there are referees, basketball referees. Meet them, join the association. They'll teach you. They're ready to teach us.
I'm sorry we have to go on the sports segment right now, but for those of you who love basketball, like Osesu who likes the Boston Celtics, and for those of you who want to see what is it about basketball and why are people so interested in basketball, we'll leave you with the highlights of some of the games played in the NBA this week. Thank you so much, Joyce Akosu, for taking time out to join me and talk about basketball, talk about refereeing right here on the show. Thank you so much,
Thanks
Joyce,
for having me.
Okay, so we're getting back to the basketball highlights. After the highlights, we go straight to the political segment. There's more coming your way on the Weekend Show. Don't touch it down.